Today, we are eating our way through Paris, France. This country is famous for its buttery croissants, Michelin star restaurants, and a few, one might say, daring bites. It's a full day of eating classic French flavors, so let's dig in.
Bonjour, we are obviously in Paris, and today we're going to take you on a full day of eating typical French food in the city of love. Croissant time, here we go.
Our breakfast stop brings us outside of the city ring to our local Boulangerie. In France, in order for a French bakery to hold the title of Boulangerie, they must bake their bread on site. So as we walk up to Boulangerie Le Vita, we could smell the freshly made bakery items. And Phil uses his high school French to order.
Un café, s'il vous plaît, et un cappuccino, et un pain au chocolat, et croissant, s'il vous plaît.
And so many things looked so good. A lot of people were grabbing some sandwiches for later and pastries for the commute. But we were here for two specific things.
Bonjour from Paris. I cannot believe we're here yet. This is our first morning and we went out for breakfast. We're in the suburbs of Paris right now, and after this we're gonna go into the city and see all the exciting things, so I can't wait for that. But in good French fashion, you gotta start the day with some breakfast. And of course we're having coffee. I'm having the regular cappuccino, and then we asked for a regular coffee, and as a naive American or German, you think you're gonna get some Americano, but they just gave us an espresso.
That's the normal, café normal.
But obviously French, big coffee culture. Very nice from the machine, but two things here, and they already look absolutely beautiful. This is what a lot of countries call a chocolate croissant, but here it's a pain au chocolat. So they don't call it croissant here. It's so light, it's so flaky. Like, look at the layers here. It looks so beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna bite it. Here we go. Oh God, it's the most flaky thing I've ever eaten. It's very nice. Dude, this is so good. You can see all the layers there, and it looks like there's not much chocolate in there, but the chocolate is super sweet, so it definitely comes through, and it feels so fresh. I don't know, nothing in Germany compares, I think, to this. Really good, so light and flaky. And I butchered it. Look at this mess that I made. God.
And for my breakfast, I'm going to do the classic croissant. And I think if you ask any Parisian where the best croissant in Paris is, they're going to be like, it's the closest boulangerie to them, to their house.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Look at this. It has beautiful layers. It's covered. They had it baked fresh. They actually pulled this one from the tray that they had with all the baked things. I think a lot of French people also have a baguette with butter and jam for breakfast, but we're going to have a baguette later. So we decided to do the croissant here, and I'm so curious. I think I'm just gonna break it, right?
Try, see if you can break that. Oh my God.
God, look at those layers.
Easier to break than the other one.
Butter, dough, beautiful crispy layers. I'm gonna give this big piece a try. It looks so light.
Looks like cartoon drawn.
That's so good. The butter really comes through. You can taste the layers of butter. It's so light and crispy, so it doesn't feel too heavy right now. That's awesome. This is a great start. I can't wait to see what else we eat today.
Also, a €3 deal together, so that's decent.
Oui, or should I say oui, since we're in Paris. That was a great breakfast to start off the day as we head into the city to see some of the sights. We have been to France before, but this is both of our first times in Paris. So in addition to trying French food, we had to check out some of the iconic sights.
We just stepped out in Paris for the first time. The first impression is it's very vast and grand. We're on the Seine, the river obviously, in the back. Very impressive already. I think that's Le Grand Palais, like a big museum.
I like how the statues have gold details. It's a normal statue, and then you have a gold accent sword or something. It's really pretty.
But for me, just to be here for the first time, it's so ridiculous that it took so long. Never been here, and this is like the most famous stuff for every German, you know?
It's one of the most visited countries in the world, France, and I think Paris is one of the most visited cities in the world. And this German, I had to pull his arm and leg just to get him to visit Paris for the first time. We've lived here for how long? And he's like, no.
Yeah, but just seeing like Notre-Dame, the Louvre, which is over there, we're going next, Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, everything of that is so famous, so iconic. You learn about this as a kid. It's in so many video games, so I'm gonna...
We're here, let's get to it, come on, schneller.
Dude, we're just walking over here. I don't know, this backdrop, it looks like a painting.
Dude, this is crazy. That is so pretty, especially with these autumn leaf colors on the left there, the orange and the red. Wow.
Dude, on that side you have Notre-Dame and that river and stuff, and then this side looks amazing too, and then by the way, the Eiffel Tower is poking out there somewhere in the background. I don't know, I'm almost getting a little emotional, dude. It's one of these moments I can't really grasp that I'm here. It feels surreal. It's so, I don't know, special, epic, just awesome. Dude, this feels like a real big city, whereas in Germany, a lot of the big cities are like,
dude, I cannot believe this German is saying that right now because he was so dramatic to come here. He's like, I don't want to go to. We're gonna get robbed. We're gonna get pickpocketed. It's gonna be terrible.
Dude, this first half an hour is so surreal. I'm just spotting things that I know and never seen before. Just now, we're approaching the Louvre from this park area, and I just saw the first glimpse of the glass triangle, and it's like, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
I love how giddy he is right now because you don't understand how difficult it was for him to finally get to Paris. I've been trying to do this for multiple years now. He dragged his feet the entire time.
We live, get this, just 6 hours away by car, 4 by train, but no, there was always an excuse. Fast forward to now, he's absolutely obsessed.
But if I look at this thing, the Louvre here, shit, man, I think this is another level. This is humongous and looks so good.
If we filmed everything, we'd have like 20 gigabytes of Phil just admiring the city. And honestly, I get it. Paris is truly showing off. Autumn colors, grand architecture, fluffy moving clouds with teases of blue sky. It is incredible to look at.
The most impressive first hour in any city that I've had.
Phil's gushing continues every few meters, but not every aspect is sparkly and shiny.
I went to a little island. It's a Monday morning and it's not unbearably busy, so that's good. But at the main attractions, it is very busy. Like there are long lines going in. I can see being a local here that coming to these places will get annoying because there are a lot of people and you hear every language. So we just walked onto the aisle and obviously there's Notre-Dame, one of the absolute highlights. It's also the one that a couple years ago had a fire and it was a bit in the criticism afterwards in the news because a lot of like super rich people, billionaires came to aid. I think they raised over $1 billion very quickly to renovate it, which you could think, yeah, that's kind of cool. People come together, but then a lot of the critics were like, well, why doesn't that happen for urgent matters like fixing like hunger and stuff like that?
It looks amazing though. It looks amazing. Very detailed.
It doesn't, I don't know if I'm getting slowly desensitized to all these crazy like epic looking things, but I think this is a little less epic than I thought. And partially because the crowd of people, it's actually the line to get in, right?
Yeah, that's the line to get in.
It's looping the entire square, and you can just come here, be within a lot of people, look at it, and then leave if you're not going in.
And speaking of lines, the famous sites and tourist attractions are not the only places with lines. We noticed a lot of queues in front of restaurants called Bouillon. This is a style of restaurant with classic French dishes that are supposedly made with quality produce at an affordable price. At most of these places, you can wait in the queue or make a reservation ahead of time. And in this video, we are going to this one called Bouillon Pégale. So we are here with lunch, and this is going to be our biggest meal of the day. We have multiple courses here today, and we are entering the meal with 2 entrees. I went with the French onion soup, which is made of caramelized onions cooked in a beef broth and a large piece of bread covered with cheese floating on top. There's a lot of cheese, there's a nice bread layer, and so many onions in there. The bread is becoming like this mushy thing. It looks so good. Oh, it's hot. I love the bowl it comes in it. That is a big, big bite. Let's just go for it. Yum. That's so good. It's especially what I want right now when it's slightly cold outside. It's so good. Look at these beautiful caramelized onions. This is my favorite. It has this nice like see-through onions. They've been cooked all the way through. The broth is so nice as well. Oh my God, this is perfect.
I got a little bit on the weirder side here. These are French snails. We got 6 of them. And this is the second time on live that I'm trying snails. The first time was in Greece and I did not like it. But I thought, hey, when in Paris, we gotta do it, right? So I'm not even sure how to eat this. They have this wrap thing. I don't know if you're supposed to grab it like that and get the snail out of there. There it is. Okay, so it's coated in butter, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very herbal butter here. It looks actually not that bad. Is this the retracting thing on the head?
Just eat it.
Okay, here we go. Snail. Dude, it's not bad. It's good. It's better than the one I had in Greece. In Greece, they felt very chewy and not so nicely seasoned, but the herbal stuff here, the green sauce, makes it much better.
Butter.
So this is actually something I can eat.
Yeah, so escargot when in France. I read that France consumes an estimated 16 to 25,000 tons of snails annually, with 2/3 of that being consumed around Christmas. Honestly, these were not that bad because of the amount of butter and herbs. It also wasn't too chewy, more of a denser mushroom texture, but I can't see myself eating this too often.
Alright, so the main dishes are here, and I got a French classic. It's bœuf bourguignon, and it's a beef stew, basically, with these big beef chunks in here, and it comes on what looks like macaroni. To be honest, being on this like fine little pasta things, it reminds me a bit of canteen food. I'm a little surprised. I thought I'm gonna get something very elevated, but this kind of reminds me a little bit of canteen food, because it's this like pasta you mix up with meat and broth. That's kind of what we get in like youth hostels, but maybe it's amazing. I'm just gonna get a big chunk, look at that Whopper, and try as that is. Here we go. Very nice, very beefy. The flavor is there. Carrots and with the sauce on the pasta. Let's see. The pasta is nothing too special, but the star is definitely the sauce. It's like this red wine sauce, a nice broth. This is a very satisfying lunch meal, and I think the highlight is definitely the chunks of beef in there. Very good.
All right, so I went with steak frites, which is classic steak and potatoes. As you can see, we have steak here. It's a thinly sliced. And then French fries.
With a pepper sauce.
With a nice pepper sauce. So cut a slice already here. We got medium rare.
I'm gonna cut a little slice. It looks so good. We're eating a lot of beef for lunch, which we normally don't eat too much of. Solid piece of steak. It's a little more tough than I expected because like Phil's looks super tender. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. Although I think Phil's might be a little better.
French fry test by the self-proclaimed French fry expert. I don't think there's a big difference between Belgian French fries and French Belgian fries.
And before we offend all of the French and Belgians out there, we finish up our very decent-sized plate portions. I see now why these types of places are popular among both French and tourists. It's a good value, or should we say, one of my favorite German words, Preis-Leistungsverhältnis. And at this point, I am truly stuffed, but I've been very excited for one dessert in particular. Okay, it's my favorite time of the meal, dessert. So we got two classic French desserts. I'm going with the very famous Creme Brulee. Has a beautiful brulee top, amazing cream custard underneath, and it just looks so good.
That's a nice spoon.
Nice spoonful. Oh my god, this might be the highlight of the meal for me. It's so creamy, it's so melty in your mouth, delicious, rich flavor, 10 out of 10. Like, this is the highlight of the meal.
Before I try mine, I want to try this now.
Right?
Dude, that's so good. It's so soft underneath and a little crunchy sugar on the top.
Took my spoon and everything.
Very good. I got the famous Tarte Tatin, which is an apple dessert, and we already destroyed it. It looks pretty bad. But here's a piece of apple, and it's on this flaky bread, and then whipped cream that came with it on top. So
That looks like a nice bite, nice piece, nice piece.
let's see. The bottom is just very standard flaky pastry item, but the main part, it's so warm, it's so flavorful, and then the cream on top gives it just a nice contrast again. So 3 very distinct layers and very nice. So we just came out of the Bouillon. That was our main meal, and it was very nice, very good experience.
Very good. I think the highlights were the entrees and the desserts.
Yeah.
The main course was good, but it wasn't like mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The dessert was so good to me.
Like so many of the things so far in Paris felt like elevated, like some of the best stuff I had, like taste-wise, and the mains were just decent, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that the main dishes reminded me a little bit of like, I don't know, canteen food. I feel like pasta with beef bourguignon.
Yeah.
I would rather have some boiled potatoes on the side or so with that.
I think those were all very typical French dishes, although I do not think the typical French person eats that much in a sitting. Like, that was way too much food.
Or maybe they do, and then that's why breakfast and dinner are much smaller than that.
Yes, I think we need to do a lot more walking today, and then we can have dinner later.
Yes, let's do that.
Walking time it is, and I absolutely love the walkability of the streets. So many streets within the ring have been converted for only bikes and pedestrians. While the city does have great public transportation, we love just walking around and enjoying the city. From beautiful architecture inside and out, to charming street stalls, to stunning elevated views, this city seems to have it all. And while I stopped to do some shopping...
Apparently, fashion is a thing in Paris, so there are a lot of second-hand shops. But I have to say the people here are pretty decently dressed. Just walking around the streets, I feel a little stupid with my old man walking shoes.
Phil liked to stop and make some jokes.
As the American, of course she wants to go to the Starbucks. My God.
I do not.
I want to go to Madame Claude, but she said no, she wants to go to McDonald's.
I never said that.
Pourquoi? I don't want the donut. Why? American? No, we can't go to the KFC. Why you want to go to all these chains?
We're never gonna make it through Paris if we keep doing this. And at this point in the day, it would normally be time for Kaffee und Kuchen in Germany. The equivalent to that in France would be a goûter, which is an afternoon snack, often a sweet treat, and usually more for children. I guess the adults are more into the stereotype of France called a café club, which is a coffee and cigarette break. I saw a few mugs with that combo, and I'm not sure how common this stereotype is. Anyways, since Phil and I don't smoke and we've eaten way too much for lunch, we are going to have to skip the sweet treat time. But if you're interested, you can watch our next video where we try a lot of French street food. So don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and if you want to further support us, you can do that at patreon.com/GiannaandPhil. And shout out to our soulmate patrons, Lauren Jared, Roger Lupka, Robin, and David Dugmore. Merci beaucoup! So our afternoon break for today is just hopping into a nearby cafe to hydrate, and at these prices, we know we're getting close to the next iconic site.
When in Paris, we just hopped into this cafe quickly and thought, let's just get a tea or coffee. And definitely the prices increased here. This is a cappuccino that was €7.20. I think that might be the most I ever paid for a cappuccino. And it's not even that big. And it's a tea, just hot water, tea, €9.
Every movie scene is right here.
Don't they have that one in Barcelona?
Yeah.
Alright, so clearly when we made it to the Arc de Triomphe, and like every other sign in Paris, it's pretty busy.
But there's even more people waiting in line to go up it, which is what we wanted to do, but there's a huge line wrapping around right now.
How do you get to the center? We just run over, right? I think they have the right idea here with the rental bikes. We should maybe do that.
Don't worry, there is an underground walkway, so no Frogger today.
Alright, so there are little tunnels that lead to the center square here, but it's already like a tourist march through the tunnel, and then you come out here and the Arc de Triomphe. It is worth coming here to the center square because the sheer scale of the thing really becomes more apparent when you're this close. Look how tiny she is. And I think it's one of the coolest trademarks of the city because it's in so many video games, racing games.
It's in so many movies, and I feel like it's so iconic.
Yeah, getting close up, it feels massive, and so many details. My favorite part was looking down some of these streets as the sun began to set. There are people lined up to take photos at every angle, and we also get our obligatory photos before enjoying the streets of Paris at night. It really feels magical with the Eiffel Tower lit up, the amount of lights reflecting in the water, and the fit Parisians running along the river. We soak it all in, resting our feet while people watching. We aren't very hungry, but we have to turn on our extra travel stomachs here in Paris because it's now time for dinner.
All right, bonsoir. So it's the evening and we ate a lot today. Yeah. I think this is probably more food than the average French person eats in a day.
I would hope so.
But we're tourists and we're trying to try it all, right? So tonight we're just doing something super easy, super simple. We have wine, we have a lot of cheese and a baguette.
And that is apparently what a lot of French people do in the evening. They obviously don't eat out 3 times a day.
All the time, yeah.
So what they do to stay thin, besides having a cigarette, they also just have some wine with baguette and cheese.
And we're normally not big drinkers, but when in France, right?
I think the tannins are not quite ready yet.
Yes, with our very nice 3-4 euro bottle of French wine.
And before we get too tipsy, let me tell you about the cheese. We went to a nearby organic supermarket that had a large selection of French cheese. It was a bit overwhelming, but the woman working there was the daughter of the owner and extremely helpful with explaining some of the different cheeses. So we got an assortment to try.
We just started here with a traditional French baguette traditionnelle. Very nice here.
This is from our local Boulangerie, right next door.
Just rip it. Ooh, dude, the flour comes off. Nice.
Nice crunch, can you hear?
Listen to that.
Food ASMR. Oh, it smells so good too.
We wanted to get different types of cheeses. This one is Tome de Brebis, a French sheep's milk cheese that is semi-hard with a smooth, ivory-colored paste and a rustic rind. Phil really wanted a brie or a camembert, so we got a slice of brie cheese made from raw cow's milk. This one is a pelardon, which is a small, round, raw goat's milk cheese from the southern region of France. This one is a soft cheese. And lastly, we had to get a smelly blue cheese. This one is Fondé d'Ambert, which is a French blue cheese made from cow's milk and known for its mild, creamy texture with subtle blue veining. This one is apparently considered a good entry-level blue cheese.
Yeah, you start with a hard one. I start with the brie. I think that's the most. I think this is the safest option. There we go. Little piece of brie for me.
That's really good.
Wow, the brie tastes very different than the camembert that I'm used to, but super nice. I also never buy cheese at these expensive places, so this is a little special.
This was around 10 euros total for this, so it's not expensive for a meal to split between us. Also, the baguette was like 130. Let's try this soft piece, it looks awesome. It's a little stinky, it's like Stinkkäse.
Which animal is that from?
This is the goat one, right?
Oh yeah, goat cheese, pretty nice. Oh my god.
That just melts in your mouth, wow.
That kicks that brie's ass. Holy cow, that is my stuff. This soft cheese.
I love aged cheese a little more, like I love like middle to mild to like hardened cheese, and you're all about the soft cheese.
Oh, good for me then. Yeah, I'm about the soft cheese. I reached the age where I can appreciate a nice goat cheese.
I love goat cheese.
That makes us very sophisticated.
No, I think what makes people sophisticated is if you like blue cheese.
Yes, one piece for me, one piece for you.
Get out of here.
There you go.
So I'm not a big blue cheese person. All right, this is it. This is the beautiful chunky blue mold is what I told my dad as a kid.
Bleu. Fromage bleu.
Wow. That's actually really good. It's really good.
It's really good, yeah.
Blue, or maybe I just think I don't like blue cheese.
The more we mature, the more our taste palates mature.
Mature as well.
Because this is good, and I don't think 16-year-old me would have liked this much. But damn, I know what all the dads are on about now.
We're turning into dads. All right, we're gonna finish up our cheese and wine and baguette, but this has been a full day of eating here. It was awesome.
I am super impressed by French food. Just seeing the city for the first time is amazing. I can't wait to eat more stuff here.
Yeah, so check out our other video if you're interested where we eat French street food, or I guess more Paris street food. But yeah, let us know your favorite French dish, and as always, thank you so much for making it this far in the video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye! We're driving back now. I used the leftover blue cheese that we had to make a blue cheese baguette for the ride.
Blue cheese section?
It's so good. I never know if you're supposed to say the word in the language, because it's not like you correct people if they're saying Shanghai instead of Shanghai, or if they say Berlin, you don't say, it's actually Berlin. But everyone does that with French food, right?